Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're just going to continue plugging along on the fence project that we've been working on. If you haven't been following along, we are installing just shy of 300 foot of post and top rail. All 2 7/8 post, all 2 7/8 top rail. The plan is to stretch 2x4 no climb fencing along the whole top rail, with the exception of a couple of short sections that you will actually see Dakota welding on today. The sections are just too short to stretch the fencing on, so rather than using fencing, we will be using 2x4 panel instead. We'll be doing a few different things in today's video. We've got a few more holes to dig, a few more posts to set, got some saddles to cut, we got some braces to build, we got some top rail to fit up, some pipe caps to weld on. We're also gonna see the rods that I've talked about in previous videos that we're gonna be stretching the no climb off of. More about that later. I'm excited to continue making some progress on this project. If you're new around here, my name's Austin Ross. I've been a welder for about 15 years, and here on this channel, I share tips and tricks about mobile rig welding, welding in general, but mobile is my go-to. That's what I enjoy doing most. I enjoy stick welding. That's what I have the most experience with, although we will pick up a squirt gun every now and again and build something here in the shop. My ultimate goal is to learn something and share what I learn with you, and do our best to have fun doing it. If these are things that you're interested in, make sure and subscribe and ring that bell to get notified whenever we post a new video every Friday. Also, check out our trade school website, arosswelding.school. Over there, you should be able to find a couple of online courses, one of them being the pipe fence course. It may or may not be open for enrollment, depending on when you're watching this video, but you can get on a waiting list. That way, we can notify you whenever it does open up for enrollment. Also, for more helpful resources, you can check out our main website, arosswelding.com. You can also shop our online store where you can find the soapstone I use, the blue book, a few other things over there that we carry in our online store. Thank you so much for your support, and let's get started digging some holes. How does that sound? Yeah, ease it on down a little bit. So rather than having my buddy Clovis come out with his skid steer and renting an auger just to dig 2 holes, we just drug the old tractor out here with the 3-point and our 9-inch auger. Dakota and I laid out these last couple of holes. We've got 2 holes to dig right here and 2 more to dig, 1 on either side of the sidewalk. I'm actually going to hand dig those later on in the video, just because the main electrical line coming into this house is right underneath the sidewalk. And anytime we're that close to any kind of utilities, we usually try to hand dig the holes. But just so everybody's aware, if you haven't seen the video, I don't know, a couple of years ago about whenever I hit a gas line, I was hand digging that and I still messed up a gas line. So just because you're hand digging something doesn't mean that you're not going to damage the line. But the idea is that you can catch the damage before it becomes worse damage. So we got our holes dug, we set our couple of posts, and then we drug some pipe back here to this corner. And we finished fitting up this corner. Welded on our pipe caps. I'm welding with 532 8010. I've got my SAE 300 set on 150 range on the left knob and 30 on the right knob. We've got Dakota behind the camera getting some nice arc footage. Big thanks to Dakota. Comment down below in the comment section, thanks Dakota for the awesome arc footage. Seriously though, I'm super thankful to have Dakota here, whether it's helping carry pipe, welding, or filming, it's all helpful. It takes the pressure off of me because let me tell you, a one-man production band is a lot. It's a lot already to try to plan a job, much less to film the thing, which is why I narrate my videos like I'm doing here. So all that to say is I'm thankful for Dakota's help. After we got our caps welded on, we welded on what I'm gonna call a rod. It's literally just some 1/2-inch hot square or square stock, but the idea is for it to weld on the back of the post here. That way we can tie our wire to it instead of around the post. That way, from the cow's point of view, in this case, you don't see any wire around the post. All you see is the no climb. It looks very clean from the outside. That was my goal with these rods and these corner pieces right here. All right, so these deals here are gonna go right in the corner. I made these long because I wanted to make sure I got this as close as possible. But I don't want it to be too close because I'm kind of concerned about this, you know, wrapping around, because we're gonna be pulling off a roll over here. You know what I mean, Dakota? The only thing that I'm worried about with these corner pieces is I'm gonna take a chance and we're gonna go ahead and weld them on, but I have a feeling that we're gonna have to cut them off to put the no-climb through here. But in my perfect world, or in my head, I wanna be able to weld them on and feed the no-climb through, and that way I can put the no-climb up in all one continuous piece. Either way, we'll be able to do one continuous piece, but by welding them on ahead of time, it means we're gonna have to feed the no-climb behind this corner piece. And I'm just not sure how well that's gonna work, but we will find that out whenever we go to stretch the wire, probably in next week's video, so stay tuned for that. Gotta make it clean cut as possible because our grinder broke. Going good so far. See the space there, pretty good. Give or take. Yeah, buddy. Oh. Next, I hand dug both the holes on either side of the sidewalk right up against the house, while Dakota worked on these couple of braces and got ready for the panel that we'll be tacking on these two braces. Last but not least, yeah. Once Dakota got the braces welded up, I helped him hold the panels up there while I got the tops of the panels all tacked up. And then I was able to leave him there and he could finish welding out the panels. While he finished welding on that, I went back over to the section between the house and the shop and I started laying out for the top rail on this section here. This section here, we're actually only going to make 4 foot instead of 5 foot like the fence on the other side of the house. All right, got all these laid out. Straight cut that one. Saddle these two in the middle. Straight cut these two. Got a window right here. So I'm gonna have to get creative. Forgot to bring my fire blanket, but I got to looking around. Seen these pieces of plywood over here, so I reckon I'll lay one of these up against the house, block that window. Yeah, buddy. To finish off the day, I went ahead and stretched this barbed wire. So for those of you that haven't been following along, this barbed wire fence behind the customer's house was existing whenever we showed up, but he wanted to cut in a gate and stretch some no-climb over the barbed wire. That way their dog could not get out of the backyard area. So all that to say is, as you can see here, I welded on one of the rods, same rods that we're gonna use for the new fence, and I'm going to tie the barbed wire to it, but we're also going to be tying the no-climb to the rod also. It was a good, productive day. Dakota's panels look great. We got all of our posts set. It feels good to have all our posts finally set, especially the ones around the sidewalk. Obviously, I was procrastinating on those. I saved them to the very end. For whatever reason, there was just plenty more to do besides that, but it feels good to have all the posts set. So now we can focus on building the rest of the fence, stretching the wire, and hanging the gates. Thanks for coming along with us today. Don't forget to check out our website, arosswelding.school, for our online courses, and our other website, arosswelding.com, where you can find tons of free helpful resources, shop our online store, get a quote for a project if you're not the DIY type. Hope you have an awesome weekend, and remember, learn something every day.